From the local station, News4JAX starts now.
Now at 6 o'clock, cracking down on those controversial late-night flights into Jacksonville that brought migrants here to our area. The News4JAX I-TEAM has been investigating these flights for months. Governor DeSantis came to Jacksonville today to propose legislation that he says will help secure our borders.
News4JAX reporter Jim Piggott spoke with the governor and others about what happened at the airport this summer. He's joining us live now. Jim, what changes do the critics of these flights say they need?
Well, DeSantis is basically saying he wants to crack down on those who operate the flights, not allow them to operate here in Florida if they are caught doing that. But I'll tell you, those flights are no longer occurring here in Jacksonville, at least for now. But the uproar continues. Governor DeSantis arrived by plane to Jacksonville's airport, accompanied by a host of Republicans. DeSantis pointed out his plans to address concerns about migrants making their way to Florida by air and bus, and concerns that the president's administration isn't taking it seriously. Governor DeSantis is offering new state legislation that will help police and state officials get a better handle on those coming into our country and the state illegally.
We're going to be proposing a series of legislative reforms that will help strengthen Florida's hand in fighting back against the Biden border crisis and what we've seen happening for almost the last year.
Some highlights of the governor's proposal include cracking down on businesses and people who provide these flights and verifying immigration status of those brought into Florida. The News4JAX I-TEAM has been looking into the flights for the last 6 months that have been arriving during the late hours of the night. Today, the head of the Jacksonville Aviation Authority talked about one of those flights that alerted them to the problem at the airport.
We first learned of these flights in June this year when an aircraft was parked in the middle of the night on a remote cargo apron. Our operations department had learned that the flight crew had already left for hotels that night, leaving the plane full of children with chaperones locked on board for 10 hours.
News4JAX has reached out to that charter company for a response. So far, no word. The flights have been a rallying cry for DeSantis, and he also points to a murder in Arlington that police say was committed by a man from Honduras who was on one of those flights. Investigators say the man claimed to be 17 years old and was an unaccompanied minor. In reality, he lied about his name, and he was actually 24. He's charged with stabbing an Arlington man to death. Mayor Curry talked about that case and says he supports the governor on more border control.
While some may think this is a unique or extreme case, I'm not willing to take that chance. Like the governor, I want more information about who is on these flights coming into our city, many of them landing in the middle of the night.
But not everybody agrees with the governor. There are some that are voicing concerns. I want to read you a little bit what the Southern Poverty Law Center is basically saying. They say that the DeSantis proposed legislation is targeting immigrant communities across the state, and it says it's using kids as pawns to further his anti-immigration agenda. We're live on the South Bank. Jim Piggott, Channel 4, the local station.